Hey guys, welcome back to a new Let's Play video. I just briefly started. I was trying to decide what kind of bricks I wanted to do inside here. So, decided to do this. Just gonna do some basics in this video. And let me know in the future sometime if you ever like me to try out some, like maybe live stream on YouTube or something. Doing this. Because I'd actually like the idea to like interact with other lovers of video games, whether it be Minecraft, fighting games, whatever. Just people who in general enjoy just good games. Also appreciate classical music and stuff like in Minecraft. And if you have a lot more experience on building different types of stuff, give me a heads up, because I'm always looking to learn stuff in the world and mythology and mythos of Minecraft. Whether it be on YouTube, a couple of also Minecraft people I follow on Facebook as well. Like I've mentioned briefly before, when it comes to a community for a game of massive games, I think Minecraft has honestly some of the best fan base that I have at least personally interacted with. But keep in mind that's just my own personal experience. Not sure about how everyone's personal experience has been with Minecraft, though I know there are definitely occasionally, of course, troublemakers and stuff in Minecraft. Definitely a few I've heard over the years about. Especially in like old Anarchy servers and stuff, some of the stories I remember from the early 2010s, when I first just started getting introduced to Minecraft as a whole. It's always interesting to learn something new. That's probably one of my biggest things, like I've already mentioned before in the past on a previous Let's Play, is I have a real weakness for curiosity, because I love trying new things, and in general, I just enjoy learning. That is probably one of my personal favorite things, is just to absorb anything I can, like a sponge. Because knowledge, or rather thirst for knowledge, is probably one of my personal favorite things. Specifically, history has always been one of my personal favorite things. History, theology, because I find learning about like ancient, possibly forgotten civilizations of the past, like Mesopotamia, as well as many other ancient societies like Atlantis. I know it's still up for debate whether Atlantis really existed, but if you look at a lot of actual on-record stuff in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and stuff, there's constantly mention about like an ancient city of knowledge that was unfortunately lost many thousands of years ago. It could have possibly been like a civilization like Mesopotamia, as most of its records have been lost to history, which is unfortunate because that is a loss of knowledge. Because I believe that's a good way to sometimes predict what is going to happen in the future, is looking to the past. Because there is always that old saying, which is history is doomed to repeat itself. And that is definitely something I'm seeing happening in the world today. History constantly repeats itself. Ancient, like empires are trying to rise again. I would say if you want to look some, for instance, modern, like Europe is a good example. Like, in my view, the European Union, for instance, the EU, in my view, is basically trying to be like a modern equivalent to the Roman Empire, which isn't too surprising given one of the original ones who started the original Eurozone ideal and stuff was Italy, was one of the first, so that makes sense. The home of the former Roman Empire. Which, also, if you want to look culturally, from artistic standpoint, music, in general culture, look no farther than, well, obviously, Italy. Given how many of your most important figures throughout, especially the Renaissance eras in Europe, were always, I always found fascinating. Like, for instance, what was referred to as a Renaissance man. What a and just a little brief history lesson, though I know you didn't watch these videos for history or anything, but I just find it interesting because really, if you think about it, video games really are a form of modern art, especially games like Minecraft, with the great classical music and great piano work, as well as many other things. It was, like many things, heavily influenced by, of course, the past. And I'd say, like I was mentioning, like at one time there was a reference to somebody who could do multiple different things, multiple categories. That was referred to as a Renaissance man. And the perfect example of a Renaissance man is probably Leonardo da Vinci. As he was an artist, he knew philosophy, religion, he was a scientist. Like, it was insane. His knowledge, his grasp on things was very much ahead of its time. And there, I feel, is so many things we can learn from individuals throughout history like Leonardo da Vinci and many others, as well as great artists and sculptors like people like Michelangelo, which I still find interesting to this day, the fact the names of the turtles are all on, like, specifically, predominantly, of course, artists, like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Donatello, and heck, even, of course, in Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, individuals like Venus, obviously based on Venus de Milo. And I just find that stuff fascinating. Honestly, I would like to go back, pick the mind of people who came up with the idea of the Ninja Turtles and things like that, and their names. If perhaps maybe they grew up as like big fans of classical art from the Renaissance era. So I'm curious, just a quick little question. When it comes down to, say, music on Minecraft, what is your personal favorite track in Minecraft? For me, there's specifically, really comes down to probably about 3 specific tracks that really stand out to me personally. And funny enough, one of my 3 favorite tracks is starting to play right now. This video will probably be much shorter than the you've been doing so far. Mostly, one, just when I'm like, mostly doing these plays, let's plays, mostly when I usually have something that I want to talk about, or even sometimes I may just go off on, talk about random stuff that comes to mind at the moment. But I want to try to keep somewhat interactive with the people who watch these videos. Just bring up topics and stuff and see what your thoughts are. Because I like hearing different opinions on many different things. That's the thing, I believe we can't really have dialogue, say, if you disagree with someone politically. I believe that it's always good to have open dialogue, whether you agree with the person or not. Try to look at a person's opinion, try to see things from their own personal perspective, and try open, civilized dialogue, though I know with subjects such as politics that is hard to do. There is always going to be divisive issues and topics throughout the years. I have seen this personally, definitely from the 90s to 2000s. Shoo away, traitor. Shoo. But, yeah. I think, honestly, there's so much we can learn. I just hope more people learn from history and many other things. Because I think unless we try to be more open-minded to listening to different viewpoints on things, there's never going to really be any real improvement, culturally speaking. That's something I wish we could get to, like a new Enlightened Age, like a new equivalent to the Renaissance in modern day. And I feel like some of these subjects are covered probably better in places, specifically areas like Asia. If you look at things like philosophy and other subjects, like specifically countries like Japan, have always been about knowledge and have a great respect for it. Go. Shoot. Didn't mean to hit, but the traitor is just annoying me. But with that said, just give me some ideas on maybe future subjects you'd like me to discuss or talk about while doing a Minecraft Let's Play. But with that said, for now, I'm gonna go to just a little bit more building, commentary free, so just enjoy the water, the rain sounds, and the soft relaxing music. Everyone stay safe out there, as the world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. Quickly, before I end this video, I just wanted to quickly say, um, yesterday my YouTube channel is officially, hard to believe it, 12 years old. Started this YouTube channel back in 2010. I'm glad in more recent time that I have started getting more support, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me for a long time. But I'll get ready to cut this, and like I said, I'll see everyone next time. Stay safe, and have a good rest of the week and a good rest of September. See you soon.